So that little thing will come up on your screen.
Perfect.
Okay, so I've hit you over onto mute. You're going to get yourselves up to do a little warm up, and we are going to concentrate and do more stretching tonight. Okay, you're loosened out for the midterm. So feet hip distance apart. And let's just start off with our neck stretches, ear to shoulder, reverse, chin to chest, and get yourself to the other side. Just nice semicircles. This is the start of the retiring of this little studio. I'm moving to just one class a week recorded, which there's been a lot of action going on in here. So we're coming back to the center, and your head is lifted to the ceiling, and you're bringing your shoulders to your ears, pulling down and away. So just as you're doing this, I'm going to do a little bit or give you some information. So if you are signing up to continue the classes from next week in real life, if you miss a class, it's organized that you can do that recorded session, which is about level 2, and it's available all week. But you have to let us know that you're not there so you can get the codes to get into it. So the recorded session or the one online session is on a Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. and it's available for the week. If you can't make a class, a live class, you catch up by doing it. And move into your circles. And reverse your circles, take them right back. Take those arms wide and reach overhead to touch and reach wide. This tight stick together up here. Inhale and exhale across. And over. And over. And back. And up we come into the middle. Let those hands release right out by the sides. And when you land by your sides, a nice big inhale. And exhale, roll down. So chin up your chest. Round yourself. Curl yourself forwards. Release the weight of your head. And let's do our nodding gently up and down. And side to side. Cross our arms. And side to side of the upper body. Keep the bum and legs stuck where they are. And let's release those arms, release the head, inhale. And exhale to roll up. So tuck the tailbone, draw in your lower tummy, build up the spine, lift that head, release those shoulders down and keep going, tip, tip, toes. Tighten the calves, the hot air balloon is lifting the crown of your head. Flat foot, roll down, chest curl forwards. Release. Release the weight of the head, release those hands. Inhale. And exhale to roll up. Let's get into some hip stretching. So, or we're going to take our nice big wide step apart. So we're getting a good stretch into the groin area. So if you pop your hands up, your feet should be roughly, your ankles should be below those hands, below your wrists. And we're just going to pop the hands behind your waist. You're going to come towards a flat back, so a forward fold. You're not dropping your head, making your back like a tabletop. Let the toes point slightly more inwards, the heels are a little bit further out than the toes. Toes are pointing in towards each other. Keep those legs as straight as you can, drawing the belly towards the spine. Chin tuck to give a nice long neck. And feel that strain or stretch on the inner thigh. And let's just stay there. And now keep the hands where they are, bend your right knee, take that right shoulder down to meet the knee, and stay in that flat back as you cross over to the other side. Chin tuck, so the head isn't falling down, you're supporting your head while you move side to side. One more over to the left side. When you've got your last one done on the left, stop in the center. And we'll drop those hands towards the floor. And if your hands, oh sorry, I have all this gear in front of me. If your hands aren't touching the floor, grab your block and put it at whatever height you need it at to be comfortable. And now let your head release towards the floor. We want to feel a really strong stretch down the back of your hamstrings, maybe the back of your calves towards your heel, and still that stretch on the inside of the groin. So the inside of the pelvis. So now you want to place your left hand towards the middle, so under your face, and you're going to take that right hand to the ceiling and look up at the sun. Let's come back into the middle, swap your hands. So the right hand is on the floor and you might be on your block if that's where you need to be. Perfect. And open. Left hand on the ceiling, and let's keep those legs nice and straight and strong. Take that hand down, rotate it, swap. If you draw your belly towards your spine, it helps you twist a little more. And change. And down. Two hands are on the floor, and see, can you soften into that stretch anymore? And walk your hands a little bit further back, but they're in line with your fingers are in line with your toes. And now hands behind your back, draw in your tummy, draw in the belly button, build up your spine, your head has lifted to the ceiling and your back where you started. And see, can you come out of there, that you're not stuck out there, walk the feet back in towards each other. And let's get down on the floor. Using your circle. And we're up, eye level, inhale, and exhale, rotate. Breathing in and taking it back and out, and middle, and away, middle, and twist. Center, turn. Back we come to the middle. Last twist out. Middle again and overhead. Reach, side flex across. Center, opposite. Keep that head in the middle for your reach. Middle, reach. Back up we come and reach out. Up, reach. Up we come and down. Swap those hands. Knuckles are on the inside. Take the hands overhead and twist from your chest. So you're bringing chin towards your throat and rotate. And middle. Twist. Middle and twist. Middle. Twist. Center and twist. Center. Twist. Center. Hands across. Side flex. Reach through those fingers. Come back and reach. And back. And reach. Up we come. Reach. Up and down. Just touch the circle and then reach and pop that chest out. It's just coming down for a little touch and pop the chest. Two more. And let the circle go. Want you to pop your hands up. Fingers are on the crown of the head. Elbows are as wide as you can go. So they're not coming towards the front. We want them out to the side. Actually, first of all, just bring them toward the front to touch. And then as far out wide as you can. Just do that a few times so you get your range and you know how far you're going. We want a little chin tuck with the neck and turn. This is really nice for anyone that's a desk worker, a really good one to do at your desk. Back into the middle, touch the elbows and open. Touch and open. Keep them wide, side flex. Up and across. Back to the middle, and now you're going to bring your chest towards the ceiling. So not your head back, that you're arching into your middle back. So not that you're overarching your neck, chest to the ceiling, and keep those elbows wide. Let your upper back round when you're coming out of it, and then stretch again, chest to the ceiling. So we're opening up the chest and the pecs and the middle back. And round a little, and again. And back. Now touch the elbows and open again. Little exhale when you're opening wide. And last time, open right out. Chest to the ceiling. Down we come, let those arms down and give your shoulders a really nice big round shrug out. We're gonna do a nice shoulder stretch now, or scapula stretch. So bring those elbows up to shoulder height, fingers to the ceiling, double over, left on top of right, turn them together towards each other and release. Elbows to your body, round your upper back, rounding forward, softening the weight of that head, breath in. And exhale it up, we come. Fingers up. Inhale, exhale down and round. Breathing in, taking it up, fingers up and down and round. Up we come. Reach, elbow shoulder level and open and reverse. Turn towards each other, elbows to your body and round. Stand up. Reach. Down and come round. Stand up. And round. Up we come. Widen those elbows out, chest, little pop out forwards. Fingers to the ceiling as you twist. And twist. Chin tuck that you're not straining the neck and you're turning your twist. 2 more. Back to middle and down. We're going to take out your block. Quick little set on the ball on the mat. And then we'll come back, stretching again. So get yourself set up on the ball. And up we come into our tabletop with the tailbone tucked, lower tummy drawn towards the spine. Ball of the head on the floor, on the mat, that your chin is tucked and you've that nice long neck in behind. Just go straight into doing some toe taps. And steady. Legs steady. 2 hands up, fingers to the ceiling. Keep yourself steady on those balls. Can you take your 2 hands overhead? Wide. Fingers up. Release. Wide. Spread. Fingers up. Overhead. Wide. And up. Steady. Steady. Hands down. Toe tap faster. And steady at your next tabletop, 2 hands up again. Draw that tummy down for all of your balance. We'll let the right hand come to the mat and stretch the opposites. Right leg, left hand for 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Center, 2 hands up. Left hand down and reach. I'm on 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back you come to the middle. Steady with the 2 hands in the air, 2 legs in the air. Find your balance. Hands up and wide circle together. Stop, fingers to the ceiling, release. Reach. Stop with those fingers to the ceiling. Stay steady. Shoulders down from ears. Hands down. Feet down. Chin tuck, hands hover, roll off. And up down with the 2 hands. Swap your hand position, palms to the ceiling. Palms down. Palms up. Stop the hand movement, roll back down, head release, hands release, lift your bum off, and we're flat on the mat. Look over, just take out any tension that might have gathered up in the neck. Looking over either shoulder. Hands out wide. Hands are down to the floor, knees together. Take the 2 knees to the left, eyes to the right. Bring that top hip over on top of the left, so the right hip is really reaching out. Come back into the middle and roll other direction. And back. And roll. Come back, swap your knees and swap your head direction. Stretch out into that. And let's take our circle. So take the knees back to the middle. Take our circle. Let's get into some hamstring and calf stretching. One leg in the air, the other leg on the floor, toes pointing. Going to take this leg across your body. And take it away and out. Back into the middle. 2 feet in and 2 feet to stretch. Soften out the backs of those calves, let the toes draw to yourself. And bring your right foot to the floor, left foot stays up there. And take that leg across your body. And now take it away to the floor. We're back into the middle. Right foot is into the side, and we're sticking for our stretching, but you're bringing them much further over. Even bring your hands up along the sides of the circle. Try to keep your bum on the floor so your tailbone is not lifting off. Can you bring your feet over your face area? Soften the knees behind. Keep your bum low, it's not lifted. Keep those legs lovely and straight. Now we're taking our circle away overhead. Keep those legs exactly where they are. And circle the hands wide. Keep the fingers to the ceiling. Keep the feet pulling to you. So your big long limbs are nearly reaching to each other. Can you touch your toes? Hold your shin, your calves if you can't. Keep that bum low. Let the legs go. And pull into your little ball. Circle your ankles. Reverse your circle. Okay, now soles of the feet are towards each other. So you're touching your soles of your feet and you're letting your knees butterfly out. So your knees are going out either direction. Pop your hands on your ribs and fill your hands up with air, inhaling. And as you exhale, try to flatten your lower back into the mat towards an imprint so you're not letting that lower back overarch. Just continue that with your own breath. Okay, bring the knees together and walk your feet out wide. So your feet are now the width of the mat. And keep your hands where they are because your ribs should not be moving as you turn your knees out side to side. So the knees are really wide from each other now. It's like a hip rotation more than any window wipers. So it's not your lower back getting a stretch. It's a ball and socket of the hip. Back we come into the middle and we're going to bring those feet, the knees up into your chest again. But we're going to come towards like a happy baby, that your knee is towards your armpit You can hold on to the soles of your feet if you can get up there. If you can't, hold on to the backs of your calves or just behind your knees. We want to encourage your knee. Your knees are totally wide open. We want to encourage them towards your armpit. Keeping your bum low, that you're not really rising off in your pelvis. So we're opening out our hips. You should feel your thigh, the top of your thigh, along the outside of your body. Trying to bring the soles of the feet parallel to the ceiling. And when we're in this position, can you rock side to side? Don't let yourself roll over, but get quite big with your side to side rock. Brings in a little bit of core stability that you're not rocking off, that you're able to control it a little bit. Back we come into the middle. Steady up. Let your feet come back down onto the mat and stretch. And the entire length of your mat stretch out. If you're circling silver overhead, give it a push out of the way and stretch through those fingers overhead. Now I want you to stretch through your right hand and your left leg as if it's like a diagonal stretch. Somebody's pulling your right hand away, somebody's pulling your left leg, so it's a diagonal stretch across your body. And then swap. They're pulling your left hand, right leg. And swap. And swap. Lengthen from your right toes to your left fingers. Swap. And again. Last time. Back into the middle. Let the feet release. Taking those fingers to the ceiling. Pull your toes up towards you. Shoulders are down. Inhale. And exhale to round and curl yourself up into a nice upright sit. And roll. Inhale. Exhale. And roll. And up we come. Now, from our nice upright sit, and draw that belly button in a little further and take yourself forward so your chest is still nice and high. It's facing your toes, you're not collapsing in your upper back. You're sitting tall. Reach for wherever you can reach. Reach for your legs or reach, but keep that chest forward. So as opposed to doing this, you're still open in your chest and your upper back. Come back up into sitting, and you're going to change your leg position, but I'm going to turn myself so you can see. So you're going to bring the sole of your right foot to touch the inside of your right groin area or left groin area. We want this knee as low as you can, but you're sitting nice and tall in the middle. So if you feel that you can't sit tall and you're too rounded, get your block back in under your bum. You want to pull the toes of the left foot towards you and reach up, reach through the hands, open the chest, a little slight rotation to the left to face that toe, those toes, and come forwards, chest up, release the hands, chest up. And what's happening over here with this knee? We want it to stay low. So don't let that knee have lifted with you. Keep your weight in two sides of your bum. Even just soften the hands by the mat, draw the belly to your spine. That's where your fold is coming from. Draw in the tummy, build up your spine and reach those hands. And fold, tummy to the spine, fold forwards towards those feet, the feet. And up. Last time to fold to this side, so draw that tummy in, round and forwards. and up. Swap the knees. So straighten that one out, give a little bit of stretch, put it back out there, and swap over. So the left foot is into the groin area, that knee is low, those hands are high, weight is in both sides of your bum, draw the tummy to your spine and fold. Chest up, and reach, and fold. Roll in that tummy, reach the hands, lift at the toes, so your chest is up, and lift, and round, rolling the tummy and round, and reach, and our last time, and up. We're coming back into the middle now, and you're going to put both your feet together and stay sitting tall. We want those hips opened out wide from each other. Give them an extra little bit of pressure with your elbows. Okay, so now we're going to try to stack the legs on top of each other. So left leg is underneath to start off with. So we want this part, your shin, to be almost parallel to your mat. You're going to take your right leg on top. So the ankle bone is just beyond pushing into flesh. And this top knee might be way up here somewhere, and that's fine if it is. All we're interested in is starting to lower it, starting to bring this distance closer to the floor by staying up tall in the middle. So if I leaned all my weight over here, that knee would lower, but it's not coming from the hip. It's just coming from my body weight, forcing everything down. So raise that chest forwards. Put a little bit of extra pressure on that top knee to encourage it down. Feel all the pressure in the two hips, or not pressure, just feel the feelings in those hips as they soften out and open out. And lift your chest and smile. It's all sorts of sensations going on in those hips as they adjust to this new position. Lift your chest forwards, draw the tummy in that you're nice and tall as those hips open out. Okay, you're going to do a little bit of rounding forwards over the hips. Can you bring your hands to the mat in front? Round your back, and again, this will change that sensation, and just sit with it. It's just, you're out of practice of going into this range with your hips, and it's okay to feel uncomfortable. Back will come up to sit tall, so draw in your tummy and build up your spine, and we're going to come out of it on that side. So take the top leg to the floor and the other one, and in between the sides, we're going to just do a little side to side with your knees. And one side might be very different from the other, so when we change that crossover, it might feel different. So you're going to bring your right leg to the floor. Remember this shin bone, we want nearly parallel to the floor before you think about bringing the opposite one on top. Then lift your left. This would be my tighter one. The left one on top doesn't really like being up there. Lift your head to the ceiling and put an extra little bit of pressure onto that top leg, and feel all of those sensations in the hips as they adjust. Chest to the ceiling, or head to the ceiling and chest forwards, that we're not rounding. Breathe into it and soften into it. See, can you put a little bit extra pressure to encourage it down without leaning over there? You're still lifting your body in the center. Are our shins coming close to being parallel with each other? What about trying a little bit of a rounding forwards on this side? So the hands are coming to the mat. And just appreciate all of that sensation coming out of those hips. And come back up nice and tall. Unwrap them. Rock them out side to side. And let's get down onto the mat now. On your hands and knees. And we're going to open up into our thread and needle. Maybe I will go this direction because we're going to do a stretch down into thread and needle. So you're bringing your right hand to the ceiling and look up there. And then take that hand through and land the back of the hand on the mat or on the floor. Bend the left elbow and let your body come down on, so your shoulder is on the mat. Push into the left hand that you're opening your chest out to the right. We're just going to stay down here in this stretch. So the side of your face is on the mat. And then push into the right and left hand to open you out again. And then under. And reach that hand really far away and then down with the side of the face. Push into your left hand that it's helping you to open your chest out to that side. And open. In underneath again. Reach. And swap sides. Right hand to stand to the floor, left open. And left to twist. Reach the back of the hand quite far out. And then get your face down. Push into that right hand, open your chest a little more. Reach. And under. And lift. Last time down and land. And a big reach up. And down. Cat stretching. Stretch into your cat. And come back, flat back. And stretch. Flat back. Stretch. Come bum to heels. Hands are forwards. Roll back up into cat. Flat back. Right back now into your shell stretch. And walk your hands all the way off to the right hand side. Stack that left on top of right and sink. Walk out, opposite side. And sink. So hands are crossed the other way, right on top of left. Your body weight is on your left thigh. Back up into the middle. Come up off your legs and widen them out as wide as your mat, and then bring that bum right back again. So you have a wide legged shell stretch. You're going to stay down there in it. Come back with the knees together. Our knees hip distance apart, actually not together. Keep your bum where it is and you're walking those hands in front. Eyes towards your fingers. And see, can you let your chest drop towards the mat? That your chin is dropping towards the mat, the bum is staying over the knees. Coming back. Widen your hands to be the width of your mat, same thing again. So bum staying where it is, walk those hands out, widen out a little bit more room to let your chest towards the floor because the hands are wide. Walking them back. And we're going to lie down on our tummy now. And your forehead is on your mat. Those are your forearms and the fingers, palms, your hands, sorry, are face down on the mat. And we're going to come up into draw, so round your shoulder blades are back to squeeze towards each other. Forehead is lifted. And this is different than before. Anybody that was in class with me would, in real life class, we've done lots of scapular work like this, or on our tummy. This is not what we're doing. We're just doing an extension stretch. So your weight bearing through your forearms, you've got a little chin tuck, and we want to encourage, as if you're bringing your chest to be parallel to, there's a wall in front of me, so I'm thinking about my chest being parallel to the wall. And we're just going to stay up here. Try to relax your bum and relax your legs, if they're just heavy, and we're just giving the upper back and neck stretch into extension. Come back down. Let your forehead land and let the weight of your head be heavy on the mat. Big deep breath in. Roll those shoulders back. Chin tuck and curl up. Forehead or chest is coming forward. So the stretch is in your lower back and middle back. It's an effort in your middle back to hold. And back down come. And push yourself back up into your last shell stretch. So bring your bum right back onto the heels. Soften yourself back into that. Rest your head. And up we come. And that is also stretched out. So next week, same time, different place. If you want to join me in real life, it's over in the tennis club, and you can book your place on our website if you want to. If you are interested to keep practicing it in your own home, the Saturday or Tuesday morning class is available all week, and that's also up on the website. So we'll look forward to seeing some real people next week.